What's up, my humming beings? Welcome back to day 2 of the Humming Being Challenge. The focus today is going to build on what you practiced yesterday. So today we're going to add a little bit more play into the experience. So rather than just maintaining the exact same consistent hum and sound for the entire practice, today we'll play around with different mouth shapes and different basically when you make different shapes in your mouth, like fully open mouth cavity while you're humming versus closing your mouth cavity and sending all the sound to your nose, basically the vibrations feel different. So it's today, like, just focus on going back and forth, like playing around with different mouth shapes, sending the sound up into your nasal cavity by closing off the mouth, and then switch it and close off the nasal cavity, open the mouth, and feel the difference between how it feels, how the vibrations feel, because there is a difference, and also noticing how you can actually send the sound to different parts of your body and where in your body you feel the sound waves now that you're changing mouth shapes and playing with the vibrations. So for example, like, I'll just do a little demo really quick. I'll start with open mouth and then I'll move to the nasal cavity. So even try chewing the sound. I think it's a really cool thing to experiment with just chewing on the sound. It feels kind of cool, I think. So something like and as I'm even just playing around with that, I can feel the vibration moving and changing locations in my body. So today we're just building awareness of how to change the shape of your mouth while you're doing this humming practice. Just be playful with it. Just experiment with it. Find what feels good for you. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Particularly pay attention to the difference in tone, timbre. You may hear different frequencies. Like, for example, sending the sound to the nasal cavity. There's a lot more high end than there is when it's all going into the mouth. So just noticing those differences and noticing, like I said, where you're feeling it in the body, what feels best for you, and practice just sending the sound to different parts of your body. One quick story before we close out this video for the day. I was preparing for a sound healing workshop a couple weeks ago, and I was loading my gong stand into the car, it's like a steel metal stand, and I whacked myself in the head with one of the rods. And basically, using this technique, I sent sound to this part of my head by projecting it up into this part of my head by, through the nasal cavity. And just after this thing was like hurting really bad. Like, I had a knot on my head. It was painful. Within 2 rounds of humming, the pain was totally transformed. And I don't typically use my voice for pain relief, but in that moment, I realized that I could, and I did, and it actually worked. And it's just, I'm constantly amazed by that. Another example would be a tongue drum student of mine had her wisdom teeth removed, and she was having a lot of pain here. So I suggested that she try sending sound to that and just try like chewing on the sound. And she tried it, and it definitely decreased her pain levels. So really cool. There's some really cool applications for how you can send sound to different parts of your body by playing with the mouth shape. Just, bring a sense of like play and lightheartedness and exploration and curiosity. That's all this is about. There's no right or wrong way to do it, as I mentioned. So, with that being said, I hope you can find some time for another 10-15 minutes of humming today. And just, you know, practice gaining that inner awareness. Make sure you're closing your eyes so that you can really tune in to that inner listening, that inner sense of where the vibrations are traveling. And by doing that, you'll be well on your way. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. If you haven't already done so, you can go to my website and download my free DIY sound healing starter kit, which has a ton of really helpful and interesting information. And yeah, that's all for day 2. Let me know how it goes. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.